Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. Local author Mrs. Kenisha Sprauve will on Sunday, March 24th, 2024 at the Noah Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park launch 2 children's books. She's joining us today to discuss the background and why she decided to create these pieces of work for the next generation. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
He hit me. Will CG cover this?
Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? 3-time champion, baby. I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream. And then we got crushed. Anyway, CG handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Across the BVI, the fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacoast Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Welcome back everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, we're joined by the lovely Mrs. Kenisha Sprauve, a author. You're now adding that title to your other list of achievements.
Yes.
Welcome to our platform, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Grant, and thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to always be here.
Absolutely. So on March 24th, as I mentioned, 2024, at the Noah Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park, you will be officially launching 2 pieces of work. I want to talk about these pieces of work. They are Kimi Goes to the Beach and Kimi Goes Island Hopping. Why did you decide to add author to your titles and create these pieces of work?
Well, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Writing a book is something that I always wanted to do, but I just never had the time. I never had the energy. So it was something that was in the back of my mind, but I knew it would not come out into fruition. But I met Stella Mays, and she said to me, we were talking on a different note, and she said to me, you need to write a book. And I said, yeah, sure. And I laughed it off, and I didn't think about it again. And she called me and she said, I said, you need to write a book. She said, God is telling me that you need to write a book. And I said to her, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to go and find out, to outsource, to find where to do illustrations, where to get the books printed. I'm swamped. I really don't have the time. She said, don't worry. She said, you write the book, come up with the illustrations, and I'll do everything else. And I said, okay. And honestly, I went and I laid down and I was like, why she don't leave me alone? And I picked up my phone and I said, let me see, let's just try. And I just started writing and I said, I want, if I'm going to do this, I want to do it simple enough that my emotions children can sit through the whole book.
Okay.
And I started writing and it happened, and I'm happy that she pushed me to that point.
Beautiful. I am happy that she did it too, of course. We have a number of local authors across the community really contributing in various ways. This, of course, contributes to the fabric of not only highlighting the various islands and, of course, the beaches, which are a huge part of our society, but it gives students, once again, an imagination. And I wanted to ask you, just mentioned your motion students. How has this been lending itself to your establishment at Motions?
Well, I have parents who would come and ask me, like, how do you find the time? I have one and I can't find the time. But some of my students have gotten the book already and they're excited about it, and I'm excited about them having it. I think that a lot of times when we read books, especially for that age, we don't find books with people who look like us or places
Agreed.
that look like where we live. So looking at the books and seeing people who look like their mommy and daddy, look like their grandparents, seeing the beach that they often visit. I think that creates an excitement for them.
Agreed. I have to ask you, as a young professional, you mentioned just how busy you are, which we can all relate to. Other professionals might be not necessarily wanting to write a book, but there's something that they want to do, and they're telling themselves that they don't have the time. What do you say to the young professional or Virgin Islander who has a vision and wants to make something a reality, but they keep making excuses, or they're just apprehensive and maybe a bit scared?
I think I would tell them to jump out of the box. I told people that last year was my year to jump out of my box. I feel like when you're comfortable in life, you need to make yourself uncomfortable, because that means there's room for more, there's room to improve yourself, and that's all. Just jump out of the box, step out of the box and push yourself, because if you don't do it for you, then nobody's going to do it for you.
I agree. Now let's talk about the amazing book launch that's going to be taking place on March 24th, 2024 from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Noah Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park. Your flyer says a book launch with a twist. What can persons expect?
Again, because it's a children's book, I don't want it to be a regular book launch. I want the children to be there. I want the children to have fun. I want them to have bouncy castles and face painting and cotton candy and popcorn and the work, so that they can enjoy the book launch as well. So it's for them.
Got you. Wonderful. Awesome. Tell us where we can purchase the books and what's the cost.
Okay, right now the books are available on Amazon.com, Walmart, BarnesandNoble.com. It's also available on Apple eBooks, and it will be available at the book launch and on Island. So if you get the books off of Amazon, they range between Amazon and the other providers that I listed, they range between $15.99 to $25, depending on which one you choose in terms of soft copy, hard copy.
Understood.
There are also ebooks for the Kindle versions for less. Once they get on Island, they will be $20 for them on Island.
Wonderful. I want you, Mrs. Sprauve, to speak to the audience just really quick before we go and encourage them to come out. I'm happy that you mentioned all the elements that we could expect at the book launch. It sounds like a really fun and exciting afternoon, and you have signified the fact that the book launch is about the kids, it's for the kids, to which the books will benefit. So just encourage the general public, families and parents to come out and bring the kids.
Well, I just want to encourage all of you to come out on Sunday, on the 24th of March. Bring the kids. The books they're exciting. You can expect to see sites like the conch shell mounds. You can expect to see the bats, the different islands, King Garden Bay. So it's a book that speaks to the Virgin Islands without being a cultural book. It's a cultural book, sorry. It's a book that will be able to tell the story of the BVI through the mind and the eyes of children. So it's going to be really exciting. The books are really nice. The graphics are exceptional.
Indeed.
And I just want to, again, ask everyone to come out next week, Sunday, Noah Lloyd Park, the 24th, from 1 to 5.
Wonderful, and allow me this opportunity to publicly congratulate you on your pieces of work.
Thank you.
It's phenomenal, and I'm happy that you were able to find the time to make it happen.
Thank you, and
You're most
again,
welcome.
thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. Viewers, that's all the time we have. Make sure that you come out to the Noah Lloyd Positive Action Movement Park on Sunday, March 24th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. As Mrs. Sprauve said, this is all about the kids, a fun afternoon, a book launch with a twist. Kimmy goes to the beach, and Kimmy goes island hopping, a positive reinforcement of the beauty that surrounds the British Virgin Islands through the lens of a child. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.